各位记者朋友，大家
Friends from the media, good afternoon. Welcome to today's press conference. First, I'd like to announce that President Xi Jinping, Special Representative, member of the Political Bureau of the CPC Central Committee, and Vice Premier Zhang Guoqing will travel to France from February 9th to 12th for the Artificial Intelligence Action Summit at the invitation of the host. Now, questions, please.
Question for Anadolu Agency.
阿纳多卢，巴拿马已经正式的退出了同中方就“一带一路”的协议。其总统称，已经提前90日向中方提出了该决定。这也是由于美方的压力，巴方所做的决定，中方对此有何评论？
中方对美国通过
China firmly opposes the U.S. smear and sabotage of the Belt and Road Cooperation through the means of pressuring and coercion, and deeply regrets Panama's decision to not renew the Memorandum of Understanding on the Belt and Road Initiative. The BRI is an economic cooperation initiative with the participation of more than 150 countries, including over 20 Latin American and Caribbean countries. Its outcomes have benefited people of these countries. In recent years, China and Panama's cooperation under the BRI has produced fruitful outcomes and continue to deliver tangibly for the two peoples. We hope that Panama will think twice, will bear in mind the overall interests of the bilateral relations and the long-term interests of the two peoples, and steer clear of external disruption. Next one, please.
发言人好，中国日报提问。您刚刚发布了
China Daily, to follow up on your announcement that Vice Premier Zhang Guoqing will attend the Artificial Intelligence Action Summit, can you brief us on China's consideration and expectation? China is an active advocate and practitioner of AI global governance. In October 2023, President Xi Jinping put forward the Global Initiative for AI Governance, which proposed China's solution and contributed China's wisdom on this profound topic of our times. During President Xi Jinping's visit to France in May last year, China and France released a joint declaration on AI and global governance, which stated that China is willing to participate in the AI Action Summit to be held by France in 2025. Vice Premier Zhang Guoqing attending the summit as President Xi Jinping's special representative is a step to implement the common understandings between the two presidents and to demonstrate China's responsible attitude as a major country in AI and its commitment to advancing the development and safety of AI. Through this summit, China looks forward to enhancing communication and exchanges with all sides, pulling consensus for cooperation, and actively advancing the implementation of the UN Global Digital Compact. We also welcome countries around the world to participate in the 2025 World AI Conference, shape an AI global governance framework based on broad consensus, and promote AI for good and for all. Next one, please.
Question from AFP.
法新社，台湾方面称，看到了6个来自中国的气球，中方能否证实，以及对此有何评论？
这不是一个外交问题。
This is not a question related to foreign policy and foreign affairs. Next one, please.
Question from Antara.
安塔拉，习近平主席会见了2个东盟国家的领导人，也就是文莱的苏丹，还有泰国的总理。昨天他们是否谈及了缅甸问题？ 这一问题关系到东盟作为区域组织的信誉。Yesterday, President Xi Jinping met with and held talks with, respectively, Sudan of Brunei and Thai Prime Minister, who are visiting China. They exchanged views on international and regional issues of mutual interest. We've released readouts, which you may refer to. On the Myanmar issue, let me reiterate that China and Myanmar are friendly neighbors. China's position on this issue is very clear-cut. We follow the principle of non-interference in other countries' internal affairs, support Myanmar's effort to safeguard independence, sovereignty, national unity, and territorial integrity, support various parties in Myanmar in carrying out friendly consultation toward political reconciliation, and support Myanmar in resuming the political transition process. Myanmar is an indispensable member of the ASEAN family. China supports ASEAN in maintaining solidarity, playing a positive and constructive role as the main channel in mediation on the Myanmar issue and implementing ASEAN's 5-point consensus on Myanmar to help stabilize and de-escalate the situation in the country. Next one, please.
谢发言人中新社记者提问。据报道，日本自民党干事
China News Service. It was reported that Secretary General of Japan's Liberal Democratic Party, Hiroshi Moriyama, became chairman of the cross-party Japan-China Friendship Parliamentarians Union. What's your comment? Mr. Moriyama is a veteran politician of Japan who cares about and supports China-Japan exchanges and cooperation and has led delegations to visit China several times. The Japan-China Friendship Parliamentarians Union is one of the 7 major Japanese organizations dedicated to Japan-China friendship, which have long been committed to promoting exchanges and cooperation between the two countries. We congratulate Mr. Moriyama on becoming the union's new chairman and express our thanks to former chairman Mr. Toshihiro for his effort and contribution to our relations. We look forward to continued effort for China-Japan friendship from the union under his leadership. Next one, please.
Question from Reuters.
路透社，巴拿马总统称，退出“一带一路”的决定，在卢比欧访问之前就已经做出了，中方对此有何评论？
关于巴拿马
On Panama's president's remarks on the Belt and Road Initiative, I made a response. Let me stress that since the establishment of diplomatic ties, our bilateral relations have grown pretty fast, and our cooperation under the framework of the Belt and Road Initiative has fruitful outcomes which deliver tangibly for the two peoples. We hope that the Panama will consider the overall interests of our bilateral relations and the long-term interests of the two peoples to steer clear of external disruption and make the right choice. Next one, please.
Good afternoon, Bloomberg News.
彭博社，新西兰方面的媒体表示，有可能会访问中国，并且库克群岛的领导人将会访问中国并签署相关的协议，中方能否证实此访？
关于你提到的有关访问，
On the visit that you mentioned, I have no information to release for the time being.
From PTI.
英报托，你刚才提到了东盟国家领导人访问的问题，还有缅甸问题。泰国的总理在访问期间，其重点在于打击电诈，并且同中方的一些企业被指参与了相关的电诈活动，有些人被强迫参与这些犯罪行为。 这一问题是否在这些领导人访华期间被谈及？
昨天
Yesterday, President Xi Jinping, Premier Li Qiang, and Chairman of National People's Congress Zhao Leji, respectively, had talks with Thai Prime Minister, who is on a visit to China. One of the topics is to crack down on online gambling and telecom fraud. They exchanged views and reached important common understandings. China released a readout which you may refer to. The recent strain of vicious cases, including online gambling and telecom fraud along the border of Thailand and Myanmar, threatens the security and safety of people in neighboring countries, including from China and Thailand, and their property, which interferes in the exchanges and cooperation between regional countries. Cracking down on online gambling and telecom fraud is how we implement the philosophy of putting people first and is the necessary choice to safeguard the common interests of countries in the region and is what people want. China is working with Thailand, Myanmar, and other neighboring countries to conduct multilateral and bilateral cooperation, adopt a series of policies, address symptoms and root causes, and prevent lawbreakers from fleeing across the border to commit crimes, end the scourge of online gambling and telecom fraud, and safeguard the safety of people and their property, and to
蒙古相关的发言人称，蒙古的总理有可能会在下周进行访问中国，就煤炭贸易签署相关协议，中方能否证实此访，并且对于该访问有什么期待？
中国和蒙古是
China and Mongolia are friendly neighbors that are connected by mountains and rivers. The two countries maintain close interactions at various levels. The two countries are committed to enhancing connectivity and deepening mutually beneficial cooperation in various fields. As regard to the arrangement of high-level exchanges and cooperation that you mentioned, we will release timely information if anything comes up. Please stay tuned and check back for updates. Next one, please. There are any more questions?
I just want to one final question.
昨天，我社报道，中方的一些机构准备对苹果公司的政策还有应用软件收费进行调查，中方对此有何评论，并且证实中方的机构会否对苹果进行调查。
不了解有关情。
I'm not familiar with that, and I refer you to competent authorities.
下一个问题。
Next one, please. Are there any more questions? If not, then let's call it a day. Thank you. Happy weekend.